Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 68 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of the starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing, Cousins. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Cousins. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running, not catching backs.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's got his rookie wide out. It's Dotson for a Redskin touchdown. Josh Dotson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up in it. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Halfback sent in motion. From the gun, here's Cousins. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw, Cousins trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Good confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. David Bruton there to take him down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 7 yards remaining here on third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
I'm not sure there was a better cornerback in the NFL than Josh Norman in 2016. It all came together for him. Remember, he wasn't drafted very high, came out of Coastal Carolina, and people wondered if he could even play in the league. And not only did he believe in himself, but he's proven people wrong game after game. Excellent footwork, good strength, but even more importantly, he spends time in the film room, checking out patterns, understanding receivers, putting a book on them, and then he puts it into action each and every game.
Green, 39. Green.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Here we go now. Green. Over.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd down following the incompletion. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well in attacking the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Green, 39.
And he motions the wide receiver. On play action, Cousins finding time. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's got room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over. Position turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
All right, here we go.
And the back goes into motion.
3-19.
First down. Here's Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Cousins again. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Pierre Garçon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Two timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Looking deep downfield. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Bryant spread out to the right. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They come out here in the eye. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down. On now, Chris Boswell. He was 29 of 32 in the field goal department last year as a rookie. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the former 4th-round pick in 2012 continuing to prove some of those doubters wrong that he used to have.
I remember when he got selected, there was a lot of controversy about that because, remember, Robert Griffin III, they made the big move up to take him in the 1st round. And people wondered, why would you take a second rookie quarterback? Well, it's because he's smart, he studies hard, he prepares, he's ready to play. And now he's commanding the respect of his team and playing at a really high level.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They'll go again with Bell. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. All right, week 1 in the books. It's just week 1, Charles.